welcome back to another review about something you've never heard of or forgot about in the past 2 decades? Wow. Today I want to look at a series that I'm surprised I forgot about until recently. A Little Snow Fairy Sugar. A Little Snow Fairy Sugar started as an anime and then received a manga. Usually it's the opposite, so that's something unique about the production. The series was created by Haruka Aoi, who has only worked on this series as far as I can tell. Directed by Shinichiro Kimura, who has a bigger list of credits but none that are familiar to me. Written by Yasunori Yamada, who worked on series like Maribel, a very cute magical girl series, Petite Princess Yusi, and Bakugan Battle Brawlers, and was developed by the animation studio JC Staff, known for their work on iconic series like Toradora, Maid Sama, Food Wars, Psyche K, and Love Stage? That Love Stage? I'm getting flashbacks from high school. Anyway, the series officially debuted on October 3rd, 2001, and would conclude on March 27th, 2002 with a total of 24 episodes. The series aired on TBS in Japan and was licensed in North America by Geneon Entertainment, who at one point had the rights to series like Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Lupin III, and so many more. Unfortunately, the company went bankrupt in 2009, and the rights to Snow Fairy Sugar are now owned by Sentai Filmworks. Also, did you know that AMC acquired Sentai Filmworks' parent company? That happened recently, and I had no idea. I think I've given you all enough background info for now, so let's discover, or rediscover, A Little Snow Fairy Sugar. You'll never believe where this story takes place. Germany! How many anime take place in Germany? I know Abel from Naja was from there. I think Princess Tutu was set in Germany. Can't think of too much else. That is so cool. I love seeing anime interpretations of countries other than Japan. Set in the fictional town of Molenberg, the series stars a punctual 11-year-old girl named Saga Bergman. She's well liked by her peers, but has a need to make every moment of her life scheduled. That's going to need some unpacking. But her friends respect her hustle. And this Tomoyo-looking girlie has an obnoxious crush on her. Greta's longing for Saga's attention goes beyond rivalry. You cannot tell me she doesn't have a girl crush on Saga. Saga's a girl boss in training between her studies, work, and talent for piano. I adore her and her Lalaloopsy hair clips. But one day she stumbles upon a starving fairy and feeds it a waffle, affectionately referred to as a Wafo throughout the series. Little does Saga know that this would be the start of a friendship that would change her life forever. This is Sugar the Snow Fairy. She and her friends Salt the Cloud Fairy and Pepper the Wind Fairy are seasoned fairy apprentices, despite having condiment names, okay? And to use their powers, they play tiny instruments! Pixie Hollow who? I only know Snow Fairy Sugar. This is so precious! They've been sent to the human world to find twinkles as a part of their training. Problem is, they have no idea what a twinkle is, and none of the adult fairies will tell them. Rude. Saga is already freaked out by the fact that she can see seasoned fairies, because humans rarely can. But her perfectly organized life becomes chaos thanks to the immaturity of Sugar. She's like a flying toddler, constantly talking and causing trouble for Saga. But Saga can't say too much or else she'll look insane.
Nani? それ? 顔に何かついてる? じゃなくて。どうしたの? 虫?
So, we've got 2 leads with opposite personalities and outlooks on life who have to find common ground and learn from one another. Not the most original setup, but Snow Fairy Sugar keeps this dynamic interesting with the fairy antics and personal drama of the characters. One thing Sugar and Saga find out they have in common is mommy issues!
Oh no! You have mother issues!
Yay! I have mother issues!
No, that's bad.
Aw, I have mother issues.
Sugar wants to be the best snow fairy just like her mother, but struggles to live up to such high expectations. Saga, on the other hand, had a wonderfully talented mother who died when she was younger. From that point on, Saga forced herself to grow up quickly and hasn't allowed herself to act like a kid. She's known for being organized and reliable, not making any impulsive or selfish decisions like most kids her age do. On the surface, that seems to be a good quality, but when you don't allow yourself to act your age, that can lead to some undesirable outcomes as you grow up. Look at me and my 1 semester of psychology talking. Look at me go. Most episodes are a balance of magical fun as the fairies search for twinkles, while the human characters are dealing with their own conflicts that somehow get mixed up with the fairies' story at some point in the episode. Like when the fairies think that twinkles are literal shiny objects and are chased by a crow and end up in a junkyard? Question mark? I think it's that guy's hideout. Where Saga and Inventor Boy are, so she has to rescue them. Usually ending with the moral or something related being discussed in a self-care bath session. Love the emphasis on cleanliness, but I swear almost every episode has a bath scene. It's nothing sexual, thank God. The girls are just washing the troubles of their day away before bed, and I vibe with that. Self-care is everything. One of my favorite episodes is episode 14, where Sugar's friend Pepper befriends a turtle named Lancelot. He's sad because he can't fly and asks Pepper to help him. Throughout the episode, the fairies do their best to make Lancelot's dream come true. And while they try, and even Saga tries to help, in the end, the turtle can't fly. But that's okay. Lancelot only wanted to fly because he wanted to be close to the dove. He got his wish after all. So sweet. Snow Fairy Sugar is filled with sweet episodes like this one, but I won't spoil everything in this video. I do want to talk about the last few episodes though, so here is your spoiler warning. Skip to this time if you don't want to hear about the finale. So throughout the series, Saga goes to a local music shop to play a piano that formerly belonged to her mother. But one day the piano is sold and she has no idea who bought it. Saga and the fairies search and search before Saga finds out that Greta has it. Upset that her mother's piano is someone else's, Saga works tirelessly to earn enough money to buy it back. Sugar tries to help as well, seeing how much the piano means to Saga, but her attempts to make Saga's life easier do the exact opposite. This results in the two growing apart and Sugar falling ill. So why does Sugar get sick? To explain that, I need to go back to the twinkle idea. Twinkles are not physical collectible objects, but instead are earned through positive emotions. Throughout the show, whenever the fairies help someone or strengthen a bond, the flower seed they were sent with twinkles. The flower's growth shows how much progress they've made, and when the flower blooms, they return to the fairy world to become official seasoned fairies. However, by losing her connection to the person she gets the most twinkle from, Sugar becomes weak. Luckily, Saga realizes that she values her friendship with Sugar just as much as she does, forgets about the piano, and cherishes what she has in this moment. But don't worry, because Saga's human friends are here to save the day! Greta and the gang organize a moving session that goes kinda terribly. The original plan was to move the piano into Saga's house, but instead it ends up back at the shop so Saga, Greta, and anyone else can play. After the piano conflict is resolved, Sugar's flower fully blooms and it's time for her to go home. She's sad at first, but both girls accept their fate and look forward to the next chapter of their stories. Snow Fairy Sugar is a wonderful tale full of magic, growing, healing, and learning from those you don't understand. All shown within a series that's peak 2000s anime! The music, the vibes, the eyes! I love this era so much. Snow Fairy Sugar is such a cute show, but we've still got more to talk about.
Well, we should let her go, don't you think?
But I want to keep her.
If you let her go, maybe we could see her at her house.
There's a place where magic lives. To get there, call 1-407-WDisney.
Towards the beginning of the video, I mentioned that Snow Fairy Sugar has a manga that was published around the same time as the anime. What I didn't realize is how different the manga becomes. The first half is filled with stories from the anime, like how Saga and Sugar met, the crow attack, the traveling performer in the bear suit. They're all here. But then things become different. Writer Botan Hanayashiki didn't even finish the anime until the manga was complete. They really tried to make the manga more of an alternate universe rather than an exact retelling of the anime. From the beginning, small details like the name of Saga's town have been changed. However, there aren't any drastic changes until about halfway through, where Sugar's flower begins to wilt. Without knowing what twinkles are, Sugar doesn't know how to save her flower, and if it dies, she turns into an egg? Once again, these older fairies are jerks for not telling her! At least in the anime, there wasn't any risk of turning into an egg if you don't know what a twinkle is! Saga tries to help Sugar, but oh no! Grandma says it's time to babysit! Hijinks ensue, Sugar makes it snow, and Saga finally gets the bright idea that her mother's music could summon twinkles. Okay, we're back to feelings being twinkles. Happy with their idea, the gang goes to the woods because they're also connected to Saga's dead mom. They meet a nice old man, and BAM! Flower is blooming again. Except it isn't, because that last part was just a dream.
What a twist!
Anyway, like the show, Sugar does find out that you get twinkles from emotions. Glad that stayed canon. Saga has an identity crisis for a bit. Sugar gets sick, but unlike the show, the main human characters go on a trip. And spoilers, Sugar dies! I'm crying over this page. Girly, I love the snow. I am a winter baby. With this traveling story, we actually get to know more about Saga's friends and how their families aren't perfect. With Saga only living with her grandmother, hearing these less than perfect stories from the people she cares about gives her a new perspective. If they're open, she'll be open too. Saga tells her friends about Sugar. This does not happen in the anime, but it's thanks to her friends that Saga is able to bring Sugar back to life. The manga ends with everyone returning home, and Sugar leaving to become a real season fairy. I didn't explain every little thing here because the manga is a lot more chaotic than the anime in my opinion. I don't hate it, I think the art is adorable, and some of the manga original stories are interesting, but pacing-wise, I like the anime better. Both are good, but this shouldn't be your introduction to Snow Fairy Sugar. Read it after watching the anime. In August 2003, a 2-episode special titled Sugar, a Little Snow Fairy Summer Special was released, giving us a glimpse into the life of a now 15-year-old Saga. Until we're given a flashback. Yes, this is a story that takes place during the main series. Not what I was hoping for, but it could still be fun. Anne has written a play called The Princess and the Fairy, which will be performed by their class. Saga accidentally volunteers for the lead, and Greta is the evil witch. Both episodes are just filled with flashbacks and the play's production. It's cute, but not exactly what I wanted from a follow-up. The series ended beautifully, and I would have loved to have seen Saga and Sugar reunite in a better way. It's hinted at the end, but I would have wanted another adventure with the two. Unfortunately, the special is the last piece of Snow Fairy Sugar media as of me making this video. Part of me wishes we had more, but I think the series had a good run. The anime was entertaining throughout all 24 episodes, the manga was an interesting alternative story, and the special episodes were cute enough. If you love fairies or 2000s anime, you're gonna love A Little Snow Fairy Sugar. Thanks for watching! A commenter on Instagram reminded me of the series and I went down the Snow Fairy Sugar rabbit hole. As you can tell. I had fun making this video and I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you haven't already, subscribe and follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I post lots of cute content. Lastly, troop on hopelets, stay adorkable. Bye!